Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Friday on Saturday, which is a little holiday we like to have around here whenever I don't get stuff done on Friday. For Friday's episode of Evil Genius 2. You can see I just went ahead and built out the rest of the vault. I let that run off camera, and now let's get back to the other stuff we were doing. I think this was worth spending the time to do. I don't know. As it went on, I was thinking that less and less and doubting myself more and more on account of that's how I always do. That's how I always treat me. So we don't quite have enough money to start a real research. I mean, what else do we want? We got the trap and the... Oh, right. We probably don't actually have a Venus spy trap up. Actually, did we even build the puppy thing yet? Okay. Okay, the puppy of death is placed. I'm very excited. Very excited to see this particular puppy in action. And actually, we may get a chance here real soon. Oh, no, never mind. That's still... Oh, no, okay. It's got like a blueprint texture over it, but only when I select it. Oh, no, she's going to get stopped. Okay, maybe nobody's going to get to it right away. I definitely do want to see it in action, though. Just one more step. Just take one more step. Nope, again, just grabbed immediately. Alright, well, I mean, I guess I can't be too mad at my minions doing their jobs. We'll get to see somebody play with the puppy, I'm sure. And then we should also, because I want to see it, put up one of those plants. Definitely have the Venus spy trap. It must be fed. We must feed it. That said, it's a little awkward. I mean, we could peel some stuff back on this hallway. I think I'm going to do that. Let's just move some of these traps further down. Why does that not... Ah, because there's already lots of traps in that area. Right, that's what the green floor texture's about. We'll move lots of stuff back here. We have to move this too, at least. Alright, is that enough space?
Something is wrong with either the minions or the training room.
There's a fire extinguisher in the way. That's a problem. Let's throw that over there. Can I? Yes. There we go. $80,000 for a thing we'll almost certainly never actually use. But whatever, it's fine. Okay, so, next thing up. For our loot item, we gotta research. We gotta do a black box research, which is gonna cost... Oh, nothing. Basically nothing to engage. Hammer's team left behind records of the object they were excavating. Go get them. Go get those records. Got it. On it. Doing it. We also have to supply these portable void devices, right?
Not great.
I'm under attack, apparently. Weird. Alright, let's commit some, Oh, what am I currently doing in the area? Oh, yeah, heat reduction, sure. Blow that off. Do this thing. We'll get to dealing with the fact that I'm under attack presently here. Okay, we actually need more workers and more money for that version of the thing. Is there anywhere else that we can get one started? Right here, we're making money. Probably don't want to interrupt that if we don't have to. This we could interrupt. So that'll get us to 30. That's 40. And I appreciate that some of these gain you money when you do them. I think we're going to need that. We can definitely interrupt that. We're not going to be able to get these all going at the same time anyway, so I guess I don't really need to be trying to keep track. Yeah, alright, let's let those ones finish, and we'll deal with that. Okay. Where is Salika right now? Okay. Oh, alright. Salika, fall back. Fall back. She's not interested. I want to let him get through so that we're never going to get to see this dog. Ah, well. It's not the worst thing in the world, I suppose. So, we're waiting on research, waiting on this other stuff. We're waiting on money to come in. We managed to put together a pretty large amount of intel while we were building up the vault, which is nice. But it is, remarkably, not really our main problem here. I guess I can just, I can speed hire workers with the extra money that we have sitting around, and then use that to fire some of these. It's only 35 heat. Yeah, that's fine. Where else? That one I was just letting run. Damn it. There goes all of my dollars for some reason. I assume salaries. I assume most of what we're paying out at this point is just we have a lot of high-level minions and they're expensive. I don't actually know what happens when they don't get paid, because, like, we don't have money a pretty fair amount of the time, right? Like, a pretty large amount of the time. I should definitely be moving Zalika back to the intel area.
I'm intrigued to see the results.
It's probably just a morale depression, would be my guess. It lowers morale temporarily until they get their pay. Because they certainly don't immediately desert.
I'm not bossy.
If they immediately deserted upon not receiving pay, we wouldn't have any minions at all, right? They all would have run off already. God, we've committed so many jobs and none of them have gotten finished.
Or the training room, boss.
Because look at all of this. Okay, here come some of those new workers.
Training has stalled.
Yeah, no kidding. Did you know that sometimes our training stalls? Every once in a while. Every once in a very great while, it happens. Okay, here we're waiting on counter agents. So we could go back to the base and probably build some of those items that we are missing. Actually, did I ever build the serum thing? The super soldier serum thing? I did at some point learn how to make sushi. That's cool. Is the serum... Let's see. The multi-gem allows me to move their stuff up. Oh, right. Hold on a second. I forgot. Steam notifications. Just getting all up in the video. Shouldn't be a problem. Every other game on Steam is better behaved, but this one has issues. Alright, so. It could go in the armory. Maybe it's an armory item. Or it could suddenly minimize the game for some reason. There we go. That's just a chemical barrel. You know, perfect for storing hazardous chemicals, or, you know, using as turrets or using as cover or whatever. Ooh, cool floor lamp.
Something is wrong with
You guys have earned a cool floor lamp. So it's probably not a staff room thing. No, that doesn't make sense. I would kind of have guessed it would be an infirmary item. There's so many weird little things. Okay, so we can put in stuff that actually does improve the infirmary's ability to restore stats, I guess? Weird. Maybe it's a barracks item. Nope. The problem is we have so many different, so many rooms that have, like, a new thing. Okay, that improves worker smarts. Also, the anatomy poster. Poster of the average minion's anatomy, which for some reason slows health drain? I don't know if that makes a lot of sense necessarily. I'm trying to just dismiss some of these notifications at this point, though. Lots and lots of decor items. I do feel like decor items, it's a little... I'm a little not cool, I guess, with the decor items having statistical benefits, because, like, that's really not what you expect from them, right? So I bet a lot of people never even look at the decor items. Okay, improves smarts restore. Yeah, we could definitely have optimized our base a little bit more, and at this point I'm not going to go through all the rooms and add stuff. If I had a sense of how important it was to put these things up, especially earlier in the game, maybe we could have built that out a little bit better. So is any of this stuff important? Yep, slows morale drain. Okay, yeah, so I don't have any idea how effective anything is, because of course none of it has numbers on it. It's not like slows drain by 10%, it's all just like it does something. So maybe it wouldn't even matter. Maybe it's not worth putting the effort into setting them up. I must have. Maybe I didn't research that thing. Also, how are there items that slow stat drain for the inner sanctum? There's never people in the inner sanctum. Okay, slot machines to sap skill. Survey stations to sap suspicion. I think at this point we don't really have to worry about any of this stuff. We have our agents under control. Let's just go ahead and make sure we dismiss all of these notifications. I will, however, put a big staff statue in the middle of the thing. Let's just let everybody know how much money I have. Bam, $150 for this statue.
Training has stalled.
Okay, now that we've dismissed all of those notifications, hopefully when we research new stuff, it'll actually be easy to tell that we have picked it up. So, the thing that we researched that increases the... Oh no, we just never actually did the research for this. I could have sworn. No, don't do that yet. We'll do that in a second. Once we finish this. Nope, combat where? Combat where? Over here? This means that the plant almost certainly fired. Okay, lots of guns. Hooray! Yeah, the plant, I'm sure the plant went off and we missed it.
Training resumed.
We are definitely pulling a higher quality of Force of Justice agents. A lot of them are really mad at us. I can't imagine why. Okay, let's talk about these remaining missions. We have enough money that I'm comfortable at this point interrupting a money scheme. We have accumulated. We're still working on that one, so that'll take us to 80. We do at some point have to get on this, but we're probably going to want to reset heat in this area first. Yeah, I'll do the expensive one. Alright, so that'll take us to 90, and then this is the last one. Alright. When the helicopter pilot gets focused, we'll be all set here. Why did this get to 95% and then stop for such a long time? Did y'all forget what you were doing? This is scientists and databanks. Are we just out of scientists? No, we have plenty. They're just not prioritizing it. Probably because I have them all doing this. I'm gonna have Zalika stop. Need to reset her stats anyway, right?
I must consider my next move.
Okay, hopefully the scientists will go and do the thing now that I'm not ordering them to do other things constantly. And then we'll get our super soldier serum and administer it and maybe get a little bit of a health boost on our agents who really don't honestly need, or our minions who really don't seem to need it. We are certainly getting the job done without it. Let's go ahead and bring the population of the base up a little bit while we have money. And honestly, I don't know what to do with our money at this point. We don't really need anything. I guess maybe more broadcast strength? How many areas do we still need to upgrade to 4? Okay, a whole bunch. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and each one of those upgrades costs 4 strength by itself, right? Okay, so we could use another 18 broadcast strength. I am not going to commit any of these until all that stuff gets run out, but that gives me something to do at least. Let's go build a little bit more of that. So, do these spaces give us room enough for these? No, we need to dig out this other layer.
Training has stalled.
So, Pandora's box is real. A vessel for all the horror and the evil of the ancient world, unearthed at last.
Boss, it's worse than we thought.
How so? That doesn't sound bad at all. We like evil and horror around here.
Well, okay, evil maybe. Horror,
If it stays open for long enough, something could come out of it that's more evil than you.
You're right. This cannot stand. My evil must be unquestioned. I have no choice but to claim the box myself.
Okay. I guess. I think that sort of makes sense. Alright, so we gotta go over there and fire the void machine at some hammer district first. We'll get to it. This is... What did I say? We needed 18? These are 2 each. So, that's not quite going to do it. We need to expand this room this way a little bit as well. This is more than we need, but I'm just going to go ahead and complete all of these. Okay, I was trying to pause, and it prevented me from pausing. Hold on. I want to see a trap being triggered. Maybe it was that one? The puppy doesn't seem to be doing anything just yet. Oh, he is upset, though. Oh, Jesus. Did that damage everybody who was standing there? Yes, it did. Well, I gotta tell you, I don't know exactly what I was expecting. It wasn't that. I'm not disappointed exactly, but it's not quite what I was hoping for.
I'm thinking.
Alright, we gotta go fire the void. Do I have enough fuel? Yeah, I have enough fuel to fire the void once. So just central hammer districts. Okay. It's probably a good idea to do it anyway, right? We should convert fuel into resources. It is definitely nice, by the way, to have more vault capacity and not feel like I always have to be spending to keep us from capping out. Alright, central hammer districts. Which one is considered central? This is the northern hammer districts, but everything south of that isn't hammer anymore. Here we go.
See the world my way. Prepare the void.
Alright, so we'll just make everybody forget that they even found Pandora's box, and then we'll go in there and we'll take it over.
Something is wrong with either the minions or the training room, boss.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of reasons that could be. How are we doing on, Oh, right, we're just powering up the thing.
Training has stalled.
I suppose it would be maybe a good idea to keep the helicopter out of the sky above the base at this moment, while we are doing this.
Something is wrong with either the minions or the training room, boss.
I suppose we could fast forward this a little bit. That... Okay, sorry, that was just a scheme finishing. I was going to say, that's not where I shot that. Okay. So 130 heat gain to region, not a big problem. Send in our minions, claim the thing, while everybody doesn't know that it's there, before they remember. And unfortunately, our main objective is now research, so I'm probably going to be holding off on that super soldier machine. Wow. Okay. Good to keep a lot of money on hand. Also, Atomic Olga is reporting for duty. Well, I'm not too worried. What is... Okay, that's Olga. I was going to say, is that... Because I assumed she was going to be the last one out of the ship. It's like, maybe she just has really cool minions. Really cool minions with really big guns.
Training resumed.
Alright. So all of our henchmen should be at full health, right? We had them all at the table. So I'm hoping that... Where is he going? Okay, just like a little, constitutional. So I assume when they step on this, it'll hold them in place. Alright, I guess it's time. I guess we're doing the thing. Iris, get up here. Eli, pull out your gun, and then get over here.
Not a problem.
I am. Let's proceed.
And as soon as somebody has engaged, we'll warp Jubei in. Okay, you've done it now. The dog is mad. Hold on, I want to try to get a sense of exactly how much damage it does. 30?
This is the best you got?
That was 30? That's not... For the amount of money that costs, that does not feel like a very reasonable amount of, I'm not allowed to do it, for some reason.
I can anticipate their every move.
Yeah, I can fire flow, but not that. Okay. Well, that was short and easy. I wonder what it actually does. I do not have a good sense of what Pandora's box what the value of that could be mechanically. Alright, so they are actually shooting at me. I have a ton of health, so it's probably not a big deal. Hey, he showed up finally. I guess fire flow. Now, nope. Now I still can't windwalk him. I wonder why.
Your henchman is
If logic
Also, Zalika again running in to just deliver the open hand strikes. Well, it's probably better than her doing no damage at all. Yeah, okay, fine. She likes to get her hands dirty occasionally. Alright, fortunately those will get cleaned up really quickly. Yeah, it feels like at this point we just get these very, very minor interruptions. Alright, so do we have a sense? Don't open it no matter what it promises you, even if it promises ice cream. Actually, don't open it especially if it offers ice cream. Here's the thing. If you hear Pandora's box talking to you, disregard its advice. Because I don't know what it does, it's really hard to know where it makes sense to put it. Just keep it in the middle of the base? Does that make sense? No, because I don't know what it does, I'm going to put it in my private sanctum. Because, like, that sort of makes sense. So workers, or users is just worker. I mean, she said she wanted to keep an eye on it personally. Must you? I don't even... Where's... You? Are you deserting? You are deserting. You know what? Fine, go. Whatever, I don't have time to care about this right now. So I guess we could start up another side story, but also we really don't need to. Boy, she's way into that. Yeah, like, we don't really need loot items. Like, maybe we just, at this point, focus on the main objective.
That's how your minions dress. No wonder Asian steel prevailed.
Oh, Zalika is fighting random guys again. Okay, now he'll windwalk.
I'll be the... Your minions are nothing more than target practice.
Okay, Zalika is directly engaging Agent Steel now. I'm just gonna have her go downstairs. Just go chill.
Rest is always part of my genius.
Despite all of her genius, I think not nearly smart enough to engage in tactical combat. Alright, so another super agent down. I guess one thing we could do is we could just try to burn the rest of the super agents so we don't have to deal with them. I honestly don't know if I think that's worth the, like, the world map focus and stuff. The amount of time that it would add. Right now, it doesn't really feel like there's very much to do, though, huh? I sure do love all these training objectives. They're basically just free money. Alright, if we were going to blow up another one, what do you think? Steel, maybe? I mean, no, it's probably Agent X, right? Agent X is definitely the one who deserves our ire. He's the one who has earned it. Let's see what the next step of the main thing is here, though.
Research has been completed.
So we'll real quick just go to... It's really weird that all of these researches that just improve the stats of your minions are in the Lair tab instead of the Minions tab. Seems kind of arbitrary. Okay. Keep the public happy on the world stage. I'm sure they're very close to just willingly accepting me as their overlord, and that's really got to be our focus, right? Run a radio contest to give away a watch. That'll help people to focus on their anticipation. Or help people focus their anticipation on something constructive. Okay, we're just outside of the lockdown region. Unfortunately, money. Unfortunately, money. It's basically the only thing I have ever said in my life when reminded of the concept of money, the very existence of it. It's like, oh yeah, that. So it'd be 40,000 to just buy the fast reset here, but like we're definitely going to have to. I could do this thing, but it's going to take forever. Yeah, it's probably okay. We'll come back here in a second. Let me see where else. We can definitely get on this right now. We'll just come back to that in a moment. We probably need to send some more people out on some money-making missions. Alright, commit some counter agents to that.
A scheme has succeeded.
That's only 4, right? I think there's one. There must be one more node. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh no, maybe I did. Maybe I did fire them all. Okay, so yeah, I probably should commit some more. Well, I should commit some people to money-making missions, but I should do it after we get all these out.
With either the minions or the training room, boss.
And actually, the first money-making, like quote-unquote money-making thing we should be devoting people to is just broadcast strength upgrades, right? But no sense in doing that until all of this other stuff is out. So it does feel like we're probably not going to have to, like... Wow. Everything's firing all at once. Like, this would be a great thing to commit some people to. That's over $1 million. If we could just get the helicopter to maybe play along.
Something is wrong with either the minions or the training room.
And of course, it's still doing partial runs, leaving people behind.
Training has stalled.
I'm going to go ahead and commit. Wow, 170? Yeah, it's fine.
Research
That will
is
probably
complete.
run almost in its entirety. Which is wild. Okay, and that was the last one of those. So now unfortunately, now we're short intel.
Something is wrong with either the minions or the training room, boss.
It's always something with these minions.
I'm intrigued to see the results.
Alright, let's get some intel.
Because I said so.
Because I sure would like to get all those broadcast networks up. We still need more intel objects, right? Oh, you know what? I should have built globes. Should have built globes instead of more intel consoles. Well, I guess let's just go back to the second floor room, dig out some more space, and build some more of the big intel machines. The thing is, I don't know if we have people who are actually going to work them. But whatever, I'll make this the place where I go to prioritize, and we'll hope that it gets the job done. Here, let's start with this. How many of those big intel consoles can we jam in here? Well, that's a shame.
Training has stalled.
Put this right here, and we'll just do this. Boy. Alright, hold on a second. Confirm all this stuff. Alright, our watches are ubiquitous. People are already getting addicted to that sweet kitten content. Yep, that's certainly not a euphemism. You've kept your intellectual property out of the hands of your enemies. You've stolen Pandora's box. Unrelated, just sort of a thing that happened while you were doing this, but the forces of justice are trying to ban the watches and put a stop to your operation. How dare they?
I trust the test's working well. No problems introduced on your end, I hope.
No problems at all. Soon we'll be able to go to total mind control.
Excellent! The forces of justice are no match for my brains.
Nor for all this brawn I hired. So gather data, set up transmitters. Okay, lots and lots of world stage. Unfortunately, I'm sure it all requires intel. Oh, no, actually. Oh, yep, a little bit. Just a little bit.
Something is wrong with either the minions or the training room, boss.
Okay, we're a little tight on heat here. Also on science,
Training
folks.
has stalled.
Okay, well, I guess we're just going to be waiting a bit on... Actually, a lot of these require chemists. Actually, they all require chemists. That is a real bummer.
Either the minions or the training room, boss.
So we are, of course, being told that there's a problem with the training room. I suspect that there isn't, on account of there never is. That notification is always in error. Yep, it's fine. Everything's fine. But we are going to have a problem here with just the number of them. Because it turns out we need a ton. So let's maybe dig out some more space and set up some more of those training materials.
Training has stalled.
Okay.
Training resumed.
So that'll help a little bit. We have enough biologist things that shouldn't be the bottleneck. But it is just going to take some time.
More scientists have made a breakthrough.
Yeah, I don't really know what else we want. I can improve my own personal stats, I guess? We can improve other minions' vitality, but I sort of don't care about any of that. Improves morale, smarts,
Training has stalled.
better lockers, better security stations. Like, kind of none of this matters, right? I suppose this is something. Yeah, lower heat reduction means fewer interruptions in total. Unfortunately, we are not really generating money.
Rising stuff technique.
You're only winning.
These are the
Okay,
best.
well, my minions are doing stuff.
Jubei will destroy them.
So let's talk about money. Let's talk about getting some dollars done here. I guess we can send some people out for that, but yeah, we gotta commit to some science schemes here. Some non-quantum chemist based. Yeah, unfortunately, that's going to be tricky. A lot of our science money-making schemes are going to be quantum chemist based at this point. Okay, that just needs biologists. I mean, we do need those too.
Something is wrong with either the minions or the training room, boss.
But for the moment, we're sort of hemorrhaging dollars. And upgrading criminal networks also requires quantum chemists, but it's also like one of the few ways to turn... Man. We're in a rough situation here.
Training resumed.
Got a really, really bad bottleneck.
You're running out of gold. Maybe
Well,
steal some from the world.
I mean, the really unfortunate thing here is that almost all of the non-green... almost all of the non-green money-making schemes produce very poor money relative to the amount of intel they consume, except for the horse ones, right? The horse ones are okay. Because they consume no money.
Has stalled.
So I guess that's something. What is this? 100,000 for 15 intel? I mean, I guess it's something.
With either the minions or the
Jobs that
training
only
room,
require
boss.
orange minions to execute are okay.
Training has stalled.
Intel's not going to be our bottleneck for a little while. Let's go ahead and commit to this. That should be fine. And it's going to overheat the area before it finishes, but it's fine. Over here, wow.
Training has stalled.
That's a lot of intel. Like, a lot.
Something is wrong with either the minions or the training room, boss.
Alright. I really wish we could just turn off that notification.
Has stalled.
Because, like, even if it is the case that every time... I think what's happening is that notification happens every time a minion runs low on stats while they are in the middle of training. Yeah, like this guy ran out of smarts, so he has to go replenish. We could try to put up enough decor items to make that less of a problem, maybe? But, like, also, it's clearly so much not an issue that it should just... the notification should just never be playing in the first place, right? Do I have enough room in the infirmary here to place one of those? I don't, but this is definitely like the most sensible place for there to be one. So let's dig out some space, rearrange some items here, and figure this out.
Training has stalled.
Here, just a couple. And apparently it's going to get real mad at me if I don't dirt this in. Okay. There we go. Most of our guards spend most of their time on that side of the base. Most of our orange minions in general. So hopefully they can get a decent boost from that.
Training resumed.
How is this going? Right. I didn't actually... I got interrupted. I didn't actually build most of this stuff. These do have quite a footprint, don't they? If I put this down here, it's not going to cause a... No, it's not going to cause a blockage. Everything ought to be fine. I'm going to put these down like this, and I'm going to have her stand right there. Okay, put those up. That'll get us down to, sadly, only about 100 excess power.
Been triggered.
We do at least have a fair number of quantum chemists now. We can see that we have enough. We're running low on guards, because apparently we also need those. But that's, I mean, guard training is a lot easier, right? A worker can come in and just immediately turn into a guard. And yes, it is the same job everywhere. So I guess we're just waiting on guard training. We have a... Yeah, we have 5 of those.
Training resumed.
Let's make sure that we actually have people in here who can be in the process of training into guards. And we'll just have to hit these one by one. It is slow going, so that's going to require 50 heat. Alright. Let's do one of the ones that we'll actually complete. There we go.
Training resumed.
And then we need to do some resets here. Okay, apparently that one only has the fast reset available. Same deal over here, actually. Well, that's annoying. Let's go back to base real quick while we're waiting.
Your minions are in
Feel my wrinkled fist.
Listen, they'll handle it. I'm not even going to go over there.
seconds.
Let's proceed.
Let's run up here and prioritize these. Right now, they're on this worker mode. I don't really want to swap them over to biologists because even though biologists are sort of like... A lot of our biologists are probably not very busy. We need them, at the moment, to be training into other things.
Yes.
Oh, never mind. You don't have any stats.
I cannot think around these things.
Okay.
Training resumed.
Hopefully that will have been enough time. There we go. We are going to be all the way out of intel, though.
Training resumed.
Yeah, but it takes intel to do the fast resets, and this is just kind of a frustrating moment here. Every resource that we usually use to get other resources is everything's bottlenecking everything else in a really frustrating way. So we just have to wait.
Scheme has succeeded.
Should we maybe install more guard training stuff? I mean, it's not very large. We could jam a bunch more of those in here somewhere. I mean, that's not the problem, though. That's not the bottleneck. We don't have people even training at them most of the time.
Something is wrong with either the
The problem is we just don't have enough bodies in the base to be becoming guards. so that one's working. This one is probably next.
Let's get scientific.
She's almost
Has
refilled.
succeeded.
It's good enough.
If logic dictates.
Alright, lots of regions locked down because, of course, we do not have the resources at the moment to be managing our heat very effectively.
Training has stalled.
Let's just make sure we are always training more guards. Always, always, always.
This is crucial to my
Okay,
success.
I would love it if people were working on these consoles. Alright, we got people running it. You know, we could make this a little easier. Actually, I can dig through this hole. Whatever, it's fine.
Training resumed.
That'll be good enough to let people through at least.
A trap has been triggered.
Alright, so here we're going to have to do the... Oh no, the slow reset did show up. Still, though, I don't really feel like it's available as an option. We should do the slow reset over here. Nope, slow reset not available. Actually, there's a bunch of places where we should be doing some resetting. And in a bunch of them, we just don't have the option.
Something is wrong with either the minions or the training room.
Alright, so we kind of just have to do this. We need to fire this as quickly as we can. Oh, actually, we're not going to get to. Never mind. So we don't get to do that one for some time. Took too long to generate the resources. Well... So this is locked down
Has stalled.
because she showed up and is ruining everything. So I guess we'll just upgrade some of these for the moment.
Something is wrong with either the minions
We'll get back
or the
to
training room
important
boss.
schemes when we have the ability to do so. Wow, this is not working. There we go. We got some people coming in. And the core problem is there are too many things to do in our base. It's a big, complicated operation. The minions, they get confused. You know, if they have to make their own decisions, it can be very challenging for them. Alright,
Your
so...
minions are in combat.
Minions are in combat, whatever, they'll handle it. You hear that? You hear all the trust that I have?
Adversary.
Okay, we should be able to fire this as soon as this thing ends.
Your henchman.
Not so tough.
Alright, and there's one more. Oh, there's this one,
Has
right?
stalled.
So, okay, we just need a little bit more
Something is
intel.
wrong with either the minions or the training room boss.
Do the globes generate intel passively? I mean, they must. We would have way more if they did, right? It must be the case that they have to be worked in order to generate stuff.
Something is wrong with either the minions or the training room boss.
So I assume once we have this step done, that's when the gathered data from the world stage missions start showing up, which means this is actually 2 steps weirdly compressed into 1 step. Not sure why they do that.
Something is wrong with either the minions or the training room boss.
Alright, let's get some more bodies in here. Have a lot of work what needs doing. And I'm assuming at this point she's got to be drained. You know what? We can leave her on it for a minute. I appreciate that we have enough henchmen at this point that it seems like there's just always a henchman around when agents start getting a little aggressive. And really, given how badly we need intel, I really ought to be capturing every one of those agents and putting them in the cells and interrogating them, but, like, it's such a tedious process. It's so annoying to actually do that.
Training resumed.
Where else do we need the upgrades still? Let's just get all these out.
Something
I would
is
love to
wrong
be done with
either the
this.
minions or the training room, boss.
So we still need 3 more
Training has stalled.
at, what is it, 15 intel each? Yeah, alright. Well, it's gonna be a minute.
Something is wrong with either the minions or the training room, boss.
Isn't that the third group of people getting... Okay, they actually did deliver. I saw one outstanding request, but right, that's for the upgrade. It did, I think, take 3 helicopter trips to actually get all the workers for this in place, and that is not reasonable, given the relatively small number of them that we're talking about. Right, I know we're about to have to do more world map stuff, so maybe I should just be saving the intel. But like passive income. How do you not always prioritize passive income in a game, right? I would love to jump right on this one if we can, too.
Something is wrong with either the minions or
Okay.
the training room, boss.
So we've got all our transmitters set up. Now we have the ability to... Oh, Wrecking Bola is going to come. That's true. She was watching me, so hold on. She's building a demolition team to aid her attack on your lair. She's coming, but there's time to disrupt her team.
Something is wrong with
So if
either
we
the
jump on
minions
this
or
and
the
throw all
training
these people
room,
into it, does it stop her from showing up? I mean, I don't think I care, honestly. It seems like it's not gonna matter. Cost or requirement not met. What do I not have enough of?
No one comes in like wrecking
Nope,
ball.
we're actually fine. I guess I wasn't allowed to upgrade it while that Disrupt Wrecking Bola mission was active.
A henchman is in danger.
Oh, a henchman's in danger. What?
What
Who?
do you ask of Jube?
Kind of? Not really. These aren't even Wrecking Bola's people. She's just getting beat up. I have had the, it's been a little while since people were back at the table. We should probably fix that. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and send Jubei and Eli down there right now. We can have the guards who are currently fighting the intruders deal with that.
Responding.
Iris is gonna refill very quickly, hopefully
To comply.
enough that she does not end up in any real danger here. Okay, problem solved.
Training has stalled.
So let's send her back to the table as well.
Not compute. Something is wrong with either the minions
And honestly,
or
Salika probably could use to, yep. Let's go refresh that as well.
Expanding mind.
So it's just, I mean, it's real spooky looking. Not at all clear what it does. It's, I mean, listen, it's fine. Sit there and be spooky looking is definitely a thing that is good enough. Okay, are we... After this, are we all level 4? I think so,
Something is
right?
wrong with either the minions or the training.
Your luck held this time,
Okay.
but nothing lasts forever.
Oh, did we already take out Wrecking Bola? I guess we must have. Okay. Whatever, good work everybody, I guess. Just refill the base a little bit.
Please download.
Okay, they'll get that under control. So, let's look into gathering data. Where are the gather data missions? That's just hire some counter
Your
agents.
henchman.
These are invitations. My henchmen are probably not in combat. That doesn't sound right. So it looks like there's not a oh, right, data. Sorry, data's the name of the fuel resource. It's not. I'm not looking for new missions. I'm just looking for the fuel resource. Okay, so 18.
Criminal network has been upgraded.
18 is a weird amount of intel for a thing to require.
I'm thinking.
Oh, just wait for her to finish thinking here. It's nice that the workers know that this is a job worth doing, even when I'm not explicitly prioritizing it.
My attention.
Training has stalled.
And this makes sense, right? Because they're gonna want us to fire the void. So of course we're going to need resources to do that.
Let's get scientific.
Okay, here she is.
Work smart,
Prioritize.
work harder.
Maybe this will work. Probably. Everybody's very tired.
Something is wrong with either the
You know what?
or the training
We can
room.
probably make this less of an annoying walk. Let's install some beds in here.
Training has stalled.
And yep, there's just going to be a wall of lockers across the thing. Whatever, it's fine. So we'll give them some beds, and then we'll give them some other stat restoring stuff. So I don't want people to have to go so far to replenish.
Training resumed.
And we certainly can afford some beds at this point. And then when they're doing this work, like what stats are they spending? I'm trying to click on the worker. It's very difficult to click on these workers. Okay. I mean morale and probably also smarts. It looks like maybe just morale though. So you actually can't select a worker while they're in the job. Alright, well, we'll just put up morale and smarts restoration stuff. Oops, that's not... I didn't actually build anything. Here we go. Let's dig out an archive.
Something is wrong with either the minions or the training room, boss.
Yeah, fine. We'll improve... We'll give them some machines to actually improve their maximum smarts. Mostly, though, this room is about restoration.
Training resumed.
And then they want a staff room, right? For morale. And I guess they gotta eat. I guess that's a thing. Minions are so needy. They have such a large number of total
Training
needs.
resumed.
Here's one TV and conversation pin.
Something
Play
is
nice.
wrong with either the minions or the training room,
And then I
boss.
guess, like, we probably also need a place for them to eat food. And there's not going to be room for an infirmary up here, too. How many food counters can I jam in here? Actually, this is fine. In terms of depth, obviously. If I do this...
Training resumed.
Nope, not quite. Well, we can do that, and I guess I'll just re-dirtify these. Yeah, it's fine. We just need, like, little things here. Okay, hopefully that will increase our rate of intel gain. We've done a pretty good job gathering stuff for the moment. A cache of materials has been located by your teams. Hey, mercenaries, go get it. I don't know why they need $40,000 to do that, but fine, go get it. I'm actually just going to have this area get reset. Where else is there data available? It's going to generate 40 heat. We probably can't actually do that. Let's just mail off some counter agents instead. Okay, this looks pretty doable. So 60 is pushing it. 60 is that's probably not actually available. This one, on the other hand, this we can do. So each one of these is going to gather 3. We probably want to queue up a reset. Oh, we're out of counter agents. Well, then I guess we're not going to be doing that. Boy, there are a lot of places in the world where I am not well liked. Weird. Okay, I guess we're going to have to wait for some more training to happen. It is possible to gather fuel with scientists. There sometimes are green fuel missions, but I feel like we're not seeing a lot of those right now. There is this. Yeah, okay. Go ahead and do that. We have room for that, right? It's going to generate 40. Yeah. Is that finishing? Why did that just glow like that? Do we finish something else here? Is that what happened? Well, I mean, okay. If that's so, go ahead and do this. Was I running a heat reduction? I must have been.
Training resumed.
Alright, so how many are we on?
Has stalled.
I think 2 of the requests that I made are resets, so we need to generate a couple more
Something is wrong with either
couple more
minions
bundles
or
of
the
data.
training room, boss.
But yeah, I think we're just going to have to wait for training to occur on those.
Training
Well, again,
has
fortunately, the
stalled.
Sands of Time are accelerating Orange Minion training, so we should be okay. We'll get there.
Something is wrong with either the
Okay,
minions
that's
or the
all
training
happening.
room, boss.
I guess we could start refiguring this room a little bit, putting in the new generators. We also could expand the room considerably, and I guess just fill in the space with the new generators first. Yeah, that's 108 power right there. That's
Either the
fine.
minions or the training room,
Are we training? Huh. Hi.
Science needs to be left alone.
Don't know
Find
where
and
that guy
kill
came from.
that intruder.
Does feel like we're maybe not doing as much training as I might like.
boss. Training has stalled.
Oh yeah, listen. Don't I know it?
Your only winning move is not to pray.
Yeah, it feels like we just have a lot of
Minions are
random recalcitrant agents.
You know your mission.
Just people showing up to cause problems. Don't they understand I'm trying to run a business here? Most of them are still getting bounced.
Either the minions
And
or the
occasionally-
training room, boss.
Occasionally we still end up with this.
Training has stalled.
Alright. Slowly we work on this. I mean, I'm just going to go ahead and tag Agent Steel for elimination now.
Either the minions or the training room, boss.
Steel is like the easiest.
Minions Agent Steel has infiltrated.
You lost this battle the moment Steel took the field.
There we go.
Release.
I think Jubei can beat Agent Steel solo, probably.
That
Boy, he sure
will
can.
perish, but there are plenty more where they came from.
Oh, that was not even close.
You're running out of gold. Maybe spend less. Or
Alright, slowly but surely, we are getting people shipped out to these missions. And just looking around for more opportunities to put scientists on them, because man, that sure is an efficient way to do anything ever. So, okay, 1, 2, 3...
Training resumed.
Did we have any more heat? Okay, 4. And then we already got 3. So actually, we're good. We are committed on enough missions. It's just a matter of the helicopter pilot getting with the program. Always does seem to be, doesn't it?
Training
I
resumed.
assume, yeah, Zalika's gotta be out of stats.
I must consider my next move.
I appreciate that they want the genius to not do things on their own very much. You want them to feel like the player's avatar, which means they have to be more directly controllable than all of these other things, which helps create that mechanical contrast and everything. But gosh, I wish we could at least automate her going to replenish her morale and then running back and reprioritizing. Because that's the thing we end up having to do a lot. Okay, finally that's happening. It is a little bit wild that we're not allowed to queue up jobs like world map heists for minions who don't exist yet. We have to wait for them to actually get trained. And then it still takes this long for them to get shipped out on things. And my minions are fighting hostiles. Hey, what a surprise. Always with the hostiles.
Something is wrong with either the minions or the training room, boss.
Alright, I think the last helicopter was going out there. We are replenishing our scientist supplies just as fast as we can.
Training resumed.
I am not paying any attention to our optional objectives, so every time we go unfinished, it's like discovering a present has been left for you.
Training resumed.
So now that we're all committed, I suppose we can go back to sending out some heat reduction
Training has stalled.
while we wait for all of those to actually fire.
Your minions are in combat.
Yeah. It feels like my minions are always in combat lately. It no longer feels like an emergency.
Something is wrong with either the minions or the training
It's just
room,
the
boss.
standard state of things. Okay, so we have run out of counter agents once again.
Training has stalled.
Yeah, even with all of the technology for reducing heat rate and stuff, and constantly being out of counter minions on account of counter agents, on account of sending them out on the world map to burn out heat, it's just like never not climbing heat with every single one of the forces of justice. It's just too much to deal with.
Is in combat.
Like, what level are we getting here? Okay, we just have level 7s showing up with 400 HP, and also apparently Agent X. I heard him, I swear I heard him.
Something is wrong with either the minions or the training room, boss.
And unfortunately, these data missions actually take a really long time to run. Where are the ones that we still have active? Did we finish the one that was over here? Am I misremembering? Were we not running one over there in the first place? I don't actually see. They're still ticking. They're still feeding us data.
Something is wrong.
Hey, maybe we should commit to some additional ones, because like we probably are going to have to fire the thing again at some point. But maybe I just miscounted, because it does look like there... Oh no, there is still one active somewhere. Data is still ticking in.
Something is wrong with either the minions or the training room, boss.
Am I just missing all of them? Where are my indicators? Ah, here's one. Nope, that's dollars. Then we have all the resets, all of our heat management stuff.
Something is wrong with
I don't
either
know.
the minions or the training room, boss.
Okay, supply more devices on the world stage. Just do the thing you did before, but like more of it though.
Training has
Resist
stalled.
regulations, lure competitors to the lair, and then destroy them. I do like that last bit. That feels like some proper evil geniusery.
Something is wrong with
Alright, well let's go ahead
either the minions or the
and
training
launch
room,
a
boss.
bunch of these then. How much heat is this going to generate?
Training has stalled.
We probably ought to let this run. I hate to do anything that's not the fastest version of the plan, but...
Or the training room, boss.
So that's supply devices. This... Okay, here's lure competitors. Are we cool to do this? Yeah. Heat is not a problem. Stacy Sandbar, Joe Fang, and Will Yates are now trying to copy my Void design. Oh, how dare they. Yes, stop whatever you're doing. Nothing is more important than this. We must kill all of these people.
Something is wrong with either the minions or the training room, boss.
It is like a little bit of a bummer, though, right? That we got to this next stage of the main quest, and it's just do last stage, but more. Just do the thing you did last time again. All right, and once again, we are desperate for intel, as ever.
What next? Nothing is certain but my success.
So we're being told that Void is rising. It doesn't feel like it's rising. It feels like we've sort of entered a holding pattern. We're just sort of idling. It's finally nearly ready to launch the upgrade project. Nearly. Almost. Alright. Also, what... bunch of guys in my base doing stuff that I don't want them to be doing. I mean, listen, if they want to get full-on suspicion and just leave, I guess I'm cool with that. Oh, but Iris is fighting. Okay, we do need to... Hey, Juve, could you maybe show up and help out a little bit here?
Yes. Here I come.
Alright, Iris should probably go into reroute mode for a second.
These are the best fighters? You've got me this time.
Agent X just evaporated. Jubei hit him so hard that he was unmade at the molecular level. Okay. Problem solved-ish. I mean, obviously, we're gonna need some more bodies in here.
Is in danger.
Okay, everything's fine. Let's just have everybody come and reset real quick. So...
Command invalid command.
I'll be back in action. No.
She's tell me invalid... Get down to... You have 11 health. Oh, she's in the down state. She can't just say, I'm in the down state. I can't do that, though. She has to be sassy about it. That's how she always is. Alright. So, more meetings, more missions on the world map. What are we currently doing here? We're just resetting heat. The thing is... I'm impatient. The thing is that I'm impatient. If we're honest, that's what the thing is. We've done a good enough job resetting heat that we could just get on that. Over here, it looks like we're probably going to need a little bit of help. You know, this only says 35. We're fine. As soon as we're at 35, we can just... Or as soon as we're at Intel, we can launch this. It'll get done before that locks down. It will lock down afterward, but it's fine.
Something is wrong with...
Need anything? This is crucial to my
Hey y'all, maybe we could
success.
actually do some work. How about that? Oh, I did lure my competitors already.
Training has stalled.
You know what? Just get down here and do this, and then we'll get back to Intel in a moment.
Something is wrong with either the minions
My
or the
competitors are
training
just sort of
room
wandering off, as are all of my henchmen.
boss. Training
That's fine.
has
They don't need to be present for this. They don't need to see what I'm about to do. Can you imagine the nightmares that it would give poor Jubei? He's such a fragile soul, apparently.
Something is wrong with either the minions or
Is
the
my
training room
genius
boss.
actually on the way?
Yes.
Nope. Okay, there we go.
Has stalled.
I had to manually take her out of morale mode. I assumed that she would just interpret this as a new order.
Training resumed.
Let's do this, and then with this triumph, I think we can call it a day. So it does feel like we probably should have locked my competitors in the room or something. Oh no, they're all here. Sorry, they all sat. They blend into the chairs. Look at that. How are you even supposed to tell they're there? All right, so we're really giving them a presentation in exactly the same way that we've given presentations to people before.
Something is wrong with
I'm
either
hoping
minions
that
or
at some
the
point this will
training
turn
room
into
boss.
destroying. Really kind of figured there was going to be, a unique animation or something. You know what, maybe let's just see if this is the last step of the main quest, because it could totally be, right? And I don't want to start the next episode and then end the series 3 minutes into it. So we'll knock this out, and then we'll get all this other world map stuff done. It sure does look like she's just not going to do anything.
Someone clear this one's cache.
Oh, now I guess we're fighting.
Genius
Okay,
is under
well,
attack.
they have remarkably good combat stats.
Yeah.
Hey buddy, could you come down here and help me out a little bit, maybe?
I'll be.
She's really not cut out for this.
What you love.
I resume compliance.
I am the...
I have many special moves. What do you?
What?
Let's just keep an eye on her stats. She's not incapable of fighting.
Your only winning move.
Yeah, it's
is
fine.
not to pray.
We're good. Okay.
You have a command denied.
What do you mean didn't? It is currently set on Genius only. Huh. It never switched back to Genius and Henchman.
I am old.
So now I can't tell my henchmen to restore their stats at it. That's concerning.
I'm intrigued to see the results.
Cause like what? Cause like what if they need to though? It seems like a huge problem. All right, we'll get Zalika back up here and then we'll investigate it again. Maybe it just takes a minute to reset back to the state where it can be used by everyone.
I'm not bossy. I'm the boss.
Okay, yes, that is in fact the case. It just took a minute. Weird.
This iris unit will
What do you need?
You know, Eli doesn't need it. Eli's in fine shape. Okay, world map stuff. Let us supply devices. We've had some time for our minions to train back up and stuff. So some areas are going to heat lock down, and that's just what it is, except in places where we need it not to happen for the purposes of the mission. Unfortunately... Here, stop doing this. I think we're going to be able to... How much intel does this take? Okay, these are not terribly expensive. But we are going to have to do some waiting.
training has stalled.
Well, I'm not too worried about training has stalled. The intel income, though. The intel income seems to have stalled in a way that I'm much more concerned about. Okay, people are on their way. We are way underneath our expected number of minions, though. That'll help. Okay, where else? Heat is just fine here. Nope, heat is not fine here. Never mind. Heat is just fine here. Ah, this is the expensive one, though. World leaders are meeting to discuss regulating the Void Watches. Some even want a ban. A little of minion diplomacy should set them all at each other's throats and end the talks. Okay.
Training has stalled.
Have we done anything more evil to this point than be an industrialist who is trying to evade regulations?
Something is wrong with
I might argue that we have not.
The training room, boss.
It is a lot of money, though. A thing that I am consistently shocked by when stories about politicians being bribed come out is how little money it takes to do that.
Something is wrong with either the
You know, you would
minions or
expect
the
that it would
training
be...
room, boss.
They're remarkably low rent. You'd expect that, given the amount of corruption in our political system, the invisible hand of the market would drive prices up, right? Doesn't seem to happen.
What's wrong with either the minions or the training room, boss?
Alright, so we just launched this, then we launch a bunch more little schemes, and then, like, I'd like to think there would be a climactic moment or set piece or something, but the game sort of doesn't have the capacity for things like that to exist, right? There are no mechanics for that. Realistically, the only climactic thing that I think could happen is, like, some kind of big fight in the base. Okay, so we're working on several of those. I've already lost track of where we're at, though, in terms of device supply. So we have... I wish when I did this mouse over, it showed me the mission instead of the, just this. You know, the mission thing could be along the left side. It's just a lot of empty space. So that is 1, 2, 3. That's not one of them. Okay, so I think we're still a little bit short. We still need to do some more resets. That's going to take forever. Do we have enough missions available that we can just ignore that one? No, I think they've given us exactly the number that we need. Well, that's a problem.
A scheme has succeeded.
So that's only eating 10 intel, but... Oh, what is this? Oh, Agent X is about to show up. Whatever, I don't care. Yeah, unfortunately we are going to have to do this, I think. Well, are we still... Yep, we are still prioritizing, but people are getting sleepy. Maybe I should have built some of this minion stuff, like, back here. We have a lot of workers sleeping in this area. You know what? They are getting it done, though. Slowly. Oh, cool. A second super agent. Simultaneously. Well, I guess I'm glad that I reset our henchman's health recently. Also, where the hell did all my money just go? Stupid salaries. Alright, well, I guess we're gonna have to wait for that to happen, so let's go deal with the super agents. A trap on floor 1 has been triggered, but it wasn't either of the traps at the opening? Weird. You know what?
Locate and kill that intruder for me.
Why can I not select this agent? There we
That
go.
intruder is just a number. And
Oh wait, bio.
We're gonna need our henchmen up here to fight anyway, so... Alright, I'm gonna send her to the basement, because we're about to run out of morale.
I cannot think around these fools.
Come on, let's get some murder.
Your minions are in combat.
Unfortunately, my minions are gonna take their sweet time getting the job done. Here we go. We have force. We are together.
Diddy.
Not so tough.
Alright, here come the saboteurs and stuff. So did Agent X go in the other way, I wonder?
Only winning move. Is not to
I don't know. He seems not to have even shown up.
awaiting.
We've tamed wilder frontiers than this. I'll be back.
Training
Oh, he got defeated wherever he was. Eli is already down.
Your only winning move is not to pray.
Okay. I mean, it's under control. We got there.
Daunting adversary.
Alright, back to what we were doing.
Something is wrong with either the minions or the training room, boss.
Okay, so we had to find one more of these, right? Oh, it says we have 2 missions queued up. Oh no, we still haven't actually flown people out for that one. Okay, so we're on the last 2 of these. Again, just a matter of the helicopter pilot doing the thing. What y'all doing? We're all just standing around watching. I guess in order to be proper minions, we all have to take turns. Oh, look at this, fighting dirty.
Training resumed.
Honestly, though, you guys are an embarrassment. How many of you have guns? It should be basically everybody. Alright, let's just get some more bodies in here, because we're going to have to do some replacements. The good news is, we seem to have gotten very efficient at getting rid of bodies. See, it has this notifier on it, but there's not actually anything available to... Okay, whatever. It's fine. It doesn't matter. Do you have any money coming in from this stuff? Nope. I could execute some socialites, I guess. Just walk around my base shooting people for the hell of it.
Need anything? Let's proceed.
Training resumed.
As soon as we get that engaged, I'm gonna send all the henchmen back to the table. Okay, here she comes.
Yes. Because I said so.
What do you ask of Jube?
Actually, Jubei is doing just fine.
Yeah, I need to stay fresh to stay frost.
For some reason, Eli was not already headed there.
I must
You know what?
rest my
Just
own
go cap out.
bones.
Yeah, I think you're missing like a little bit of health. We may as well be ready for the next super agent, and you know that there will be more super agents.
resumed.
And again, I'm reluctant to commit, I'm reluctant to give the helicopter pilot anything to do that isn't the thing we're focused on right now. So, I mean, they made us gather a bunch of data. So I'm sure we're going to have to fire the beam at least one more time. But I'm wondering how much more cycling through the same objectives they're going to expect. Because we've had the device completely finished for quite some time. We've done 3 cycles of get more loot, get more minion types. We're all done on minion types. Yep, I guess we're just waiting. But we've got to be done, right? It's basically got to be over, and I think we are at this point considerably past the sort of the length of the mechanical arc of the game. We're kind of finished with the gameplay. All right, Jubei, could you just come over here and make this really fast? He's still sitting in the thing. Get out of the chair. There we go. Oh, never mind. They're just getting escorted out now. Apparently, they're fine with that. As soon as he teleported in, they decided they didn't want to fight anymore, which, honestly, I get. That makes sense. So, if we couldn't even hit the button until we had those minions, why is it taking them so long to show up for transport? We keep getting told that a trap has been triggered, and yet nobody is ever feeding Audrey. Oh, maybe? Nope. Whatever. I guess I am resigned that we're never going to see that happen. I did spend kind of a lot of money on it, though. I'm sort of hoping. Alright, people are training up, going to get their guns, taking a rifle out of the rifle cabinet, and then just being like, yeah, let me fire this pistol over here. Actually, I guess he went to this. That's a stun gun rack. Cowardice. Why would we ever not use lethal ammunition? Who do you think we are? So we just need normal workers, huh? Well, this thing says there's 50 of them in the base. I feel like that shouldn't be such a problem.
I'm thinking.
Let's deprioritize a thing that workers could be doing. It's just try to give all of the workers as much freedom as possible to figure out what they want to do. But also, this is a problem that shouldn't exist, right? We've had a ton of workers in the base for a really long time. There's no way we should still be waiting on this. I'm starting to wonder a little bit if it's maybe just broken. Maybe we need to cancel the missions and reestablish them because, there is no reason that this should be happening. Or at this point we have maxed out. And I mean, there are lots of workers who are busy because they're, running to train and stuff, but surely it's not everyone. No, definitely not. Okay, all of a sudden, I guess we really did just need to do all that recruiting and also cancel all of their other potential work. But I think this is one of the places where these kinds of games really run into trouble with people. It's just that was not functioning in a way that we had no information about. We couldn't figure out what needed to be done, and the game had no interest in telling us. So we just kind of have to flail and try things and hope. And I think I have already seen this game described as being really frustrating on a number of occasions, and I think that's where that comes from. I think even without changing the mechanics very much, although obviously I think everybody wants things to be sped up a bit, a lot of the frustration could be removed if the game was just better at letting you know exactly what is wrong and how you can fix it. Alright, let's see.
Task complete.
You've foiled the world government's attempt to regulate you into submission. You've eliminated your market competition. Void is ready to launch its Golden Age program. Only a full assault from the combined forces of justice could stop you now. Okay, I get it. Also, no. No, it couldn't.
Void is everywhere. There's nothing the forces of justice can do to stop me.
We're ready to launch the Golden Age program.
Not yet. I want to give people a chance to get addicted.
Aren't we literally controlling their minds? Why did... Okay.
I'm already addicted to mine. It lets me do crosswords in my head.
Four-letter word for what I'll do to you if you don't get back to work. Starts with K.
Okay, train more... Just complete more schemes. Okay, so there's gonna be just more waiting. They've decided to put at least one more phase of just wait a bunch on it. So I guess that's where we're going to call it for today. Thank you all so much for watching. I hate to leave you all in suspense over what is left of the weekend. But when you come back next time on Monday, I guess we're going to finish taking over the world. Do you think there's a whiteboard somewhere at the developers HQ? Probably in somebody's home office, visible by Zoom, I guess, given the state of things. That's just like, how many wait cycles? 15? 17? Because, like, how could they think that this would be the most engaging thing to... Okay, it's fine. When you come back next time on Monday, we're going to finish this damn thing, I'm pretty sure. And we'll see you then.